Alright, hey guys, Fitz here again. So not to surprise you guys, we're live again. And it's gonna be between uh the International Federation of Untouchables versus Insanity Without Limits. It's gonna be like part 2 or part 3. It all depends on it all depends on how many things have to break it up. But the point of the matter is that this is like day 2 of casting. We finished off with I don't remember these guys' names. Oxerg and Fatman, and it was a pretty good series. Can't complain. I just had to we stopped at 1:30 in the morning last time, so why don't I just get into it, guys? I mean, there's really nothing else I really need to talk about, other than the fact that I'm Brood War ready. I got my water bottle. I'm probably gonna need to refill this eventually, speaking, but we got the 2v2, and then we're gonna go on Division B1, I think. This guy's gonna start 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're in game here. Starting in the top right on Fighting Spirit, it'll be the Brown Terran, Insanity Without Limits Fat Man, who had a really good game last time. And by the bottom left, it will be the White Zerg, excuse me. It'll be International Federation of Untouchables Oxerg. And yeah. Fat Man's gonna be brown. This guy wants some help, so. What? That should work. Let's D&D. There you go. Okay, so Fighting Spirit cross positions. I'll be interested. I mean, it's going to be probably really heavily reliant on how Terran reacts. I think it really depends on what Fat Man's going to want to do in this position here. I mean, can he defend the 3x meatless well? And if he does, then he might be able to do a counter push there. I think up to the early game, it's kind of how Terran really defends, kind of like what makes the mid game and late game more possible. I mean, if he defends it well, I mean, then things may even out. He may be ahead. It's gonna have to come down to that. I mean, unless we see some really awkward, or not really awkward, some very potential cheats. I mean, we are getting 9 pool of speed. So no macro hatch yet. But both players will be standing in the wrong locations. But they should be setting off their second time right there. But and it also, I mean, again, Fat Man could also go potential. Has the potentiality of going mech. I don't know his playstyle more specifically. Last game he went bio. He went bio mech. He didn't go SK Telecom style, but same principle there anyway. And yeah, he's definitely getting 9 pool of speed. That's nothing really out of the order. Or that's well, it's a very aggressive build. And will it work? That's gonna be kind of the true question. There's 6 lings on the field right now. We'll see if that goes up. 15 harvesters for Fat Man and 9 drones for Oxerg. So several of those lings are making their way across the map right now, and it appears that he knows this. Did he get in the base? Yes, he did. I just heard the SCV got killed off. So he's down to 15 now. He had 16. He has 1 barracks up. And he's probably gonna go command center first. He's probably gonna go 1 racks expand. Probably that guy's gonna go up there and build a command center. He should be able to make it down. I mean, he has more than enough SCVs to really hold that off. I mean, you kind of have to. The one benefit to a 9 pool though It's like you force at least a significant amount of SCVs off, and if they don't, then you get a run by and you actually do more damage. So A 9 bullet does like do some guaranteed damage for a little while. I mean, it doesn't necessarily kill off all the SCVs, but it does delay mining time. But we do see a 1 Rex expand. It doesn't seem like Fatman really wants to go anything other than his regular build. We do have the pool coming up for Oxer right now. Not bad in general at all, but yep. Oxerg will try to kill off the scouting SCV. He will just do that. Probably won't even get past the bridge. No, he will, but just barely. So I was a little bit wrong there. Still 1 barracks. That CC is about halfway done. And I'm still trying to think, and we do have a lair. Now, this might be actually... The follow-up might just be 2H meatless. I'm not sure, but I think you can only do that, actually. When you follow that up with a 9 pool, I mean, look at the drones. I mean, 19 SCVs to 12. That's only going to steadily increase for Terran because, well, I mean, put it this way: he's not. First off, he's not supply blocked, and he's gonna have two command centers just now. So, and Thurk doesn't optimize all the larvae from the second hatchery to produce. It's kind of more like a macro hatch. Well, 2H Hydra or Lurker. I mean, it wouldn't make sense to go a Hydra. You're probably going Lurker. That's interesting. I'd expect it 2H meatless. If he can't afford, if he can't macro, you know, enough to get 3 hash meatless, then I'd expect Spire. But well, you see the Hydra then. So we'll be getting a Lurker tech, but he hasn't even gotten the second gas yet. It's actually looking more like a Hydra play, but I don't know. We can also have to actually just lift down that basically because there's 10 lings right there. Okay, is this like a macro CC? Wow. Well, he's getting stim. He has no eBay. I don't really know what the point of getting a comp set on that location, but hey, that's okay. Lurker Tech's coming up. He will have. I'm not sure if he knows about this. He did scan out there. He does see a Hydra then, which is. I mean, that really can only mean one thing. But this early on, it's gonna mean Lurker. But I think what will happen is I think it'll stop this push that's coming out right now. I don't think it's gonna matter too much. And again, I still can't fathom why he actually put this comm station on this macro CC. It looks like more like a macro CC. The problem though is he's pushing out across the map with non-medic support, right? With no medic support here, which means bio is not gonna be that great. So why when you go vanilla style, it's really difficult to do that because, well, vanilla style means that you pretty much are scared of everything, which means Brood War. You just have like StarCraft 1 units, so you only have Fire Rats and Marines, so Bioplay. I've really yet to see that, but it looks like these lurkers are actually. I mean, what does he have? 4 of them. Look, more if you're nice. He's gonna have a steady amount of them. I mean, it's definitely gonna stop his push. I mean, like he just does not have the bioforces to really penetrate that. But I mean, also, he's getting up a bunker, so he's got to be fine from any kind of. If there's stuff really going on, I think he knows about that, and I think Fat Man's just gonna play a little bit safer here. Do we see a Spire coming up? That would probably be the follow-up. No, he's just gonna be droning behind this. And actually not even that far behind now. 23 drones to 26 SCVs. Very surprising. Yeah, he's not building any when he could. Getting a little speed in the macro. We'll be setting up a couple lurkers there. It does see that he's gonna be stimming here. Will be enough though. He needs to split his Marines. Well, there we go. Oh, that's done a lot of damage. Those 2 lurkers were definitely cost effective. Engaging this again is not gonna be the most effective thing. He's not a boxer micro. And actually, this may work. Well, the thing with lurkers though, they kind of suck by themselves. I mean, you just saw them; they got lucky, but that doesn't normally happen. You normally need lings to stop the Marine from like coming in to close the distance. But that engagement though, because there was a lack of really like a lot of bio doing a ton of DPS before the lurkers can even burrow, that's kind of the main reason why that didn't happen. We do have Starport coming up, so we see fairly fast inside the facility. Okay, he's gonna have a nice arc for that. He's gonna be able to kill this off. Nice arc right there. That's what he should have done for the first engagement. But we do have a base coming up at the 9 o'clock. And still going at lurker commitment here, and I'd like to see. Well, he's doing a drop. He may have. He doesn't have overlord speed, but this guy's probably gonna be coming over here to the probably to elevator his way in there. But it might be somewhat difficult to actually get not spotted by that. And he's gonna be pushing, but this push is gonna get pushed back. There's too many lurkers in position here. He just instantly lost 3 of them. Yeah, that's like not gonna. Well. He's actually got to push this, would be kind of silly in my opinion, but whatever. I mean, Oxnard can do whatever. I mean, if Fatman can do whatever he wants, he's not paying attention. Yeah, he needs to push back. Didn't lose any of them. Medics will heal, but he's pretty much impervious right now. There's too many lurkers. He could try to attack this base, but he's gonna be going up a ramp, so that's not really gonna be super cost effective. He does have tanks though, so this is actually being a little bit more. Fatman's being really aggressive right now. That's something I actually didn't realize. If you're Terran and you're burning up a lot of scans, you could just do this. When you have a macro, this still gains energy, so you can just put down your CC right there and lift it off when you need to, but you can still have up to 3 scans available, which is actually interesting. Didn't realize that. But now since tanks are on the field, lurkers I really aren't going to do too much, and because there's no Mutalisks out, because there's no Spire, it's going to be nearly impossible for these lurkers to really get in there and do damage on the Marines. All these things have to do is stay in the back, be careful, and I think Fatman will take this. I mean, he's even being extra sick putting down bunkers. He'll even have signs vessels out right now. It's up to Fort Barracks now. And look at that, 70 Marines, 3 tanks. That tank's going to die. No, it will not. He has 6 HP left. Alright, here we go. He needs to siege up right now. Marines need to stem back right now or not. They're just gonna die. Okay. Well, that'll definitely delay for time because there's really no way that he can really engage us again because there's 4 more lurkers morphing right now. So, that unit could have been way better, but either way, he's still so far ahead as it stands anyway, so he's gonna be fine. He's actually getting drones now, and there's still bio here to actually go help, so it's actually, he's not even actually a super bad position here. Oh, wait, this might be enough. He needs to scan, he's gotta be microing. Nice splitting up the Marines right there so they both didn't die. But yeah, just definitely very, very well played right now. Killing out the drones, this natural expansion is gonna be killed off, and this base doesn't have any drones. Can't really afford drones. We do have a flank of lings, but there might be too much bio here. You can just stim and kill off the rest. The thing's about halfway down in HP, but still, it's not. It's a slow Marine. It's a slow push. And it's proven to be very effective too. Done. And that base is done. He's gonna do a ling counter push, which. Well, probably won't do too much. He might kill off this bunker, and some reinforcements, but he'll already have Marines in position. Switching for that 3rd base right there. Hydra versus Marines. We'll see how this works. Marines tend to shred. Yep, and that's why you do not go Hydras against Marines. And that lane did absolutely nothing. Okay, now he's switching to the mass lane. You would see this is not really. Oh well, he cleaned out the tanks because the Marines are over here coming out this base. We'll probably get cleaned up by the lings coming from the back though. So this push kind of got somewhat thwarted, but the damage has been done. I mean, no matter how you look at it, I mean, Terran's ahead in all angles. I mean, nearly double the amount of harvesters. Look at the research. 20 Marines, 1 science level, 2 tanks. Fine. Fatman's won this. It's just a matter of time before he just goes to killing blow here. He has dropped, but again, it served no purpose. I understand where he was trying to go, but he didn't get Overlord speed. And the problem though is that he went for he kind of cut a lot of corners. He went like 9 bullet to lurker. The problem though is with that builder, I mean, if there's any sort of aggression by the Terran, what happens? You just see this though. Just sees Overlord speed up now. Lurker might cause some damage because it can get behind this mineral line and be really effective, but will it be too late? Will the game actually end before that actually happens though? Sorry about my yawning. Two tanks, he can't close the distance between the tanks. He has high ground vision now. So he's gonna be able to wipe away those lurkers off the ramp right here. It looked like this guy was attacking this guy actually for a second. I see a moderate Ling run by potentiality, but they all just died, so. Alright. Nice reaction time right there. Oh, that was good. But still, I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, when your main base is almost killed off. Okay, he's just gotta pick up all of his drones and go down to his third base. Okay, well, I guess he could try to play it out. I'm not really sure if I agree with it, but he can still try to play it out regardless. And there's one sunken. There's nothing else here. If he kills off that Hydra den lurker, he can't produce any Hydras anymore. 20 SCVs have been killed. Well, I didn't even notice this, but there actually has been a ton of damage being dealt here from these lurkers. Yeah, it appears that all he has to do is irradiate. I'm not sure if he realizes that, but all he has to do is irradiate, which I'm not sure if he has it. Yeah, he has irradiate done, so I'm not sure if he realizes all he has to do is irradiate. We have more link pressure. If Augur comes back from this, it's gonna be the most ridiculous thing ever. Okay, he kills out the Hydrogen. But these drops are actually being so annoying right now. I'm not sure if there's a lurker under there. I believe there is. GD by Oxark though, he quits. I mean, it's 15 SCVs down to, well, I don't even know, but he killed off 20 SCVs. That's a pretty big damage right there, but generally speaking, Fatman, I just completely did a ton of damage. It was looking at for a second Oxark may have come back, but it was still like a stretch, in general, but, yeah, so we have the 2v2 coming up now. I will ask you guys just to sit there patiently for about 2 minutes. I just need to go change up the overlay real quick to the 2v2, so I'll write up the post right there, but we'll be back. I just gotta change the overlay. Let me just add a title real quick. Bam. Alright, let me just go figure this out. Oh, I did not mean to launch that. I know it can't run. Alright, guys, we are back. Sorry about that. I hate taking the time away from you guys. But alright, anyway, getting back to the point here. It will be a 2v2 now. First map is going to be on Icars, I think. No, actually, no, that was last week, so let me put that right here. 2v2 is going to be on Ground Zero. Huge map. This is like the first time I'm seeing a 2v2 on this map. Not meant for a 2v2. Ugh. It's not me, but something sounds like a lot of bad video in here. Probably because it's so hot and my brother's listening to the stream. Alright, anyway, spawning in the top left, it'll be the Teal Zerg. Insanity Without Limits, Bo6P. His ally will be the Orange Terran as Insanity Without Limits Fat Man here. Do-do-do-do-do. And their opponents will be International Federation of Untouchables, Eon Zerg, and his ally will be the International Federation's Zergy Boy, who apparently is Terran. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't, because they're both Zerg and one of them is not Zerg. But what have you. He's red. Eon Zerg. Okay, so I know a little bit of these players. At least in the statistically in 1v1, which may carry. Okay, apparently you can see Mass Vulture. Okay, so Eon Zerg has a very bad macro game. So 2v2 bum rushing is probably going to be their option here. They're saying go Mass Vulture, which I've yet to see actually effectively. Or I've never actually really seen it that effectively, but anyway. Zergy Boy's new. He's new to the series in general. Fat Man won his series, which actually has made this 2-1 so far. So actually, if Insanity Without Limits actually wins here, it will actually be a tie for our purposes. But I'll go double check to figure out who actually won. And Bo6P was not really that great in general. His engagements really weren't that great in his matchup. So I don't know. I go with International Federation of Untouchables just by their 1v1 play. I mean, sorry. Well, actually, both of them have. I mean, each team has their own weak player, in my opinion, and each of them have their strong players. Eon Zerg wasn't bad at bum rushing. He actually ended up winning, but that was just kind of luck with that second game happening in his series. But getting past that, Fat Man just knew what to do against his opponent right there. Bo6P just kind of failed. Zergy Boy's new, so I mean. It's gonna have to depend. But if you guys didn't know, International Federation of Untouchables is on the right side, and Insanity Without Limits is on the left side. So this is the map here. Well, Fat Man's going some kind of mech. He's going one factory. That looks like a tight wall off. It looks like a destination wall off. So that should be tight. Fat Man's wall should be link proof. Bo6P is not making any sense right now. He's at one hatchery. He's making lings. He's getting speed. He should get his macro hatch down soon. Probably will be doing that moderately soon. We do have a ling run by into Zergy's base though. But Bo6P, but. Eon Zerg's there to try to help though, but these lings though still, alright, so it's like 5 to 5. He should be able to pull this back though, but he does see that there are defact, which probably means, I mean, I guess you could go tanks, but I mean, yes, we have insider information he's planning to go vultures. He's even getting an armory, which leads me to believe that Zergy Boy's actually going Goliath now, but, or +1 vultures. I mean, that could work too, but definitely I think more. Okay, that was like the worst wall off you could do. Okay, well, Bo6P just gotta continue to engage here. It kind of sucks too, but he has a vulture out, so with proper patrol micro, he should be able to pull this back off. Hopefully speaking. Taking a lot of hits right there. I don't know what to try to do. You got a micro, man. Oh, but it's again. It's like, oh, why didn't he wall off? Why did he not wall off? Yeah, I think actually Zergy Boy's gonna be dead soon. He just didn't wall off, and now we have to have these lings coming back, and. But at the same time, though, Ian Zerg's doing a counter push onto P06P. Sungen has gone down, so what does he do? Does he continue to engage? Does he try to kill off B06P here? Or does he continue to try to kill off Zergy Boy here? That's gonna be quite a question here. But yeah, it looks like he only has 2 drones left. He doesn't have to rebuild. They kind of like base traded players here. Benefit to Terran though, if they can just lift off. But he has no. Oh wait. I think he's out of SCVs right here. Let me just double check. Zergy Boy has 4 SCVs lying around somewhere. I just don't know where. There they are. Okay, so it looks like he's gonna be safe. For a second, I thought he was gonna be knocked out. But Fat Man's Micro Man is actually proving to be really effective. But yeah, he's gonna be going Goliath. That's what I expected. Alright, so it's gonna be like Mass Goliath. So we didn't see really Mass Vulture. We saw a couple of them. It appears that BO6P is gonna get eliminated, which is not surprising to me at all. Just his like overall like playstyle from the last game really wasn't that great. From his 1v1 series, he must be like D minus. He's the right concepts down, he just doesn't execute them really that well. So Zergy Boy, excuse me, is trying to rebuild his economy. So it's kind of like a Terran. It's kind of like a Terran versus Zerg right now. The problem though is Goliath. It's just gonna be meatless, just hands down. If that's like the only unit compositions that are on the map right now, that's what's gonna happen. BO6P is in a much better position right now. It's gonna be able to reproduce a lot more drones a lot more quicker than what Zergy Boy's gonna be able to do. So. We have Goliath out in the field, no +1. Take that back, he's getting +1 to it halfway done. Like an Eon Zerg, 2 Mutalisks. Well, he has Lair, so I'd expect the Spire to be down. His delayed Spire at that down right now. Yep, that'll go down. And both players, I guess, are just trying to stabilize of how you can kind of say that right now. But this Goliath, though, is actually really, really good. One Sungen's not gonna deal with that. Yeah, I think Eon's kind of screwed now. He just doesn't have the stuff. He can try to drill, but Goliath have a ton of HP. They do a ton of DPS in general. Look at that. Eon's losing all of his drones. Not surprising. Can't do shit with it. Okay, well, apparently there's some internal conversation, conflictions happening within, International Federation of Untouchables for the 2v2 team. But anyway, it kind of lends to itself what happened because he didn't wall off, which is kind of stupid when you're one-basing, in my opinion, but you have a circling run by, and then you went Vultures, and they got that in the base, and they kind of traded, and then blah, blah, blah. But then when you actually just take out the 2 allies for a pick, you take rid of BO6P and if you get rid of BO6P and Zergy Boy out of the equation here, now you have a Zerg versus Terran, and so this is not going to be a standard 1v1 matchup. It's going to be Mass Goliath versus either Mass Ling or Mutalisks. Goliath beat both, so it's actually Terran's just going to win anyway in the unit composition. field until one of the allies comes in. That's why there's different unicomps per matchup in 2v2 because you normally have a ally to help you back it up. But anyway, let's get back into this. Game number 2 will be on Fighting Spirit. Big map, macro game. I'll be interested how it's gonna play out. I wouldn't lend it to anyone being favored on this map, but it's just a good balanced map in general. Spawning in the top right as the brown Zerg. Excuse me, I'm not in game. It will be let's see here. The International Federation of Untouchables. Eon Zerg and his ally will be the Red Protest, excuse me, spawning in the bottom left as Zergy Boy. My game didn't freeze. Did it actually just legit freeze? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Sorry, it's something that says that. The Zergy spawning, and then Zergy Boy. It says the Red Protest. And spawning at the top left as our purple Terran, it'll be Insanity Without Limits. Purple Terran, it'll be Fat Man. His ally will be the Teal Zerg Bo6B, who really didn't do anything last game. But I do not even have to change his color. I just have to change up these other guys' colors. So be cross positions. It's gotta be interesting. And remember, last game it wasn't even cross positions, and they just died straight out. So, International Federation of Untouchables really needs some kind of plan for going into this game right now. They really need to know what the hell is going on. But Zergy Boy switched races, which may throw off Insanity Without Limits, though. But to combat that, though, good thing for Insanity Without Limits, though, they could actually. Another down. We found another hacker. But, alright, anyway, more specifically, let me get back to the point here. International Federation of Untouchables had a really strong 1v1 lineup. And Insanity Without Limits came up on top with one of those 1v1 series. But it's 2-1 right now, and so far International. Insanity Without Limits, sorry, it's actually not doing terrible. In this 2v2. But, get back to Bo6P is gonna be going speeding opening again. May go for okay, he only has one guy in gas still, so that's somewhat confusing to me. And wow, Zergy Boy actually sent up a drone by Bo6P. Again, Bo6P is just not playing really strong now. I feel kinda bad for the guy. Ian Zerg's telling him to attack. I said with Zerg being run by from Eon Zerg right now. And now what is Protoss doing? He's probably going at 2-gate. Yep. Putting down a Forge, not surprising. Fat Man is going Bio. Not bad. I like Bio Terran. It makes me happy inside. It's always my favorite thing to watch. Idiot mine gas, lol. There's some serious conflictions. So it's catching the wrong player here. Yeah, neither player really knows what they're doing right now. Oh, we have a link run by again for IWL or Insanity Without Limits here. That's gonna be a bitch to deal with. There's so much pinging going on. Help, idiot. You are fake A-. This is just by itself is comedic by itself, but alright, he's stabilized, but look at this, he has no nexus. He has no nexus. It looks like they're gonna to bum rush the Zerg, with all-in attack with probes and stuff, but it's not gonna matter. He's just getting up his lair. That's like a minute delayed. Notice, you have realized Fat Man has actually not been noticed at all, and he's going bio and he's gonna have stim with Firebats. And that purple Firebat, man, is my favorite freaking unit ever. It's like the best colors ever for a unit ever in Brood War. Love it. 3 Sunkens. I mean, ES6P knows how to handle this at least. 4 at least. He's kind of gotten overboard, but that's okay. He'll be able to defend. That's the most important thing. Is he actually gonna lose all of his drones? He has 3 drones left, and that was the most ridiculous thing ever. Okay. 30 boy is getting really mad. Well, that has made this actually a draw in the series, guys. You know what that means now. You know what that means. That means we have to go reference the website, which means we gotta do all that fun stuff. Nothing in the chat, but let's go down to here. Alright, iCup, let's do this. Oh, so that's supposed to go all the way up. There you go. Peter tends to run a little slower with XSplit running. Alright, let's log in. Let's see if I have any new messages. Probably not. Alright, Clan League, StarCraft League. Division B, Division A. Week number 9. Well, it was a very close matchup, but International Federation of Untouchables has come up on top. Let's just go over our reps actually clarified. Ogzerg lost to Fat Man, that is true. Whoa, what race is it? Republic of Macedonia. It's cool, it's cool flag. Cryok beat BO6P, that's not surprising. Funny lost to Eon Zerg, yep, that is correct. Must 2-0'd. Forget who, he played someone, I forget his name. And, yep. The whole Polish team, Russian team, excuse me, dominated. Well, what does that conclude for this series, guys? Well, not surprising to me at all. So what that means is, well, like I said, International Untouchables has become victory. What we saw though, it has been pretty good stuff right so far. I'm digging that. Bam, you can, bam, check it. Check it. International got 3 check marks, which means they won. But alright, so this by no means my cast is over for the day. It just means I need to cut out the stream for about half a second, then just relaunch it so I can actually just change up the title of it, so it just helps me make the VODs faster. And then we'll be going on to, let's see here, it will be between, our next matchup will be between Salvation Army versus Team Asidja again. Man, these guys are continuing on. Team Asidja, apparently, these guys want me to cast them. But, Salvation Army, so I know both these teams, so let's see if I can actually know any of these players. Probably not. Let's see here, what are their players going to be? Owl versus Spectre, Kingpin versus Moro, Hedge versus Dreamer, and Tokyoa versus Her. They're the same familiar names, but, not really trademark player names anymore. Alright, but guys, I'll be right back.